Greetings, friends. Welcome to Immaculate Yoga. My name is Margaret. Thank you guys for joining me on your mat today. Today I have a nice spicy flow targeted for your upper body and always some core thrown in there for good measure. Go ahead and bring your hands to heart center and go ahead and set an intention for your practice, whatever that might be. And right away, friends, just activate your Ujjayi breath. Take a nice deep inhales in through your nose. Letting that air travel back out through your nose. Let's go ahead and cross your legs, roll forward, and meet in a tabletop position. Stacking your shoulders on top of your wrists, hips on top of your knees. And downward facing dog, lift up. So right away we get into it, getting started in downward facing dog. Maybe you walk your dog, lifting your right heel up and your left heel, switching it out. Just taking whatever movements here speak to your practice. You can even just simply find some stillness, finding yourself grounded into your mat, grounding down through your palms, pressing down through your thumb and that pointer finger, almost like you're twisting a bottle cap. Press your hips up and back. Pressing your chest back towards your thighs, reaching the crown of your head to the floor. Maybe you press your heels into the floor, but try not to hyperextend your knees. Lift and spread your toes across your mat. And breathe, find some stillness. Go ahead and walk your toes out to the corners of your mat. Continue to press your chest back towards your thighs. Get a little deeper into that stretch. You can walk your hands back about a hand print. And we'll go ahead and thread your needle here. Taking that left arm, weave it under to the outside of your left thigh, your calf. Or maybe you're walking down to your heel. But if that right hip pops up, drop that right hip down and line it up with your left hip. Slowly release that and then switch it to the opposite side. Take your right hand, weave it under to the outside of your left leg, calf, thigh, or heel, whatever it reaches. Keeping your hips in line. Walking your gaze through the window of your arm. We'll slowly release that grip. Coming back to a downward facing dog. And just start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Meeting at the back of your mat in a forward fold. Taking it into ragdoll. Clasp your elbows. Maybe you sway side to side here. Shake your head. Yes, no, maybe so. Bend your knees. Sway side. I said that already. Just listening to your body, friends. Doing what feels organic to you. We'll go ahead and find some stillness and just let the weight of your head, gravity pull the weight of your head to the floor as you press your hips up to the ceiling. And continue to breathe. Release your fingertips to the floor. Heel toe your feet back into center to hips width apart. Halfway lift. Maybe bring your hands to your shins or toes. Pull the pit of your belly into your spine. Forward fold. Exhale. Get a little deeper into that. Maybe walk your hands behind your calves. Bend your knees, slowly start to round up one vertebrae at a time. Crown of your head, rising up last. Extended mountain, reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. Go for a little back bend here. Bend your elbows, go post your arms, open your chest up to the ceiling. Release your hands, interlace your fingers behind your back. Same thing, reach your knuckles to the floor, chest up to the sky, forward fold. I really have to stop fidgeting. I notice myself fidgeting a lot. That's the joy of recording yourself. Right here, find some softness in your elbows. Halfway lift. Keeping that bind. Go ahead and release that bind. Come back to a forward fold. And walk it out to a downward facing dog. No, a high plank, actually. So right here in that high plank, stacking your shoulders on top of your wrists. You got an option to drop your knees to the floor. Keep your knees lifted. You'll shift forward and slowly start to lower all the way down to the floor. From here, friends, you'll uncurl your back toes. Press your hips into the floor. Line your fingertips up with your shoulders. I got that block in the way. Baby cobra, lift up. I move my blocks. There we go. Try not to use your palms, so maybe you float your palms off the floor. Release. We'll go for another baby cobra or a high cobra. Lift up. Squeeze your inner thighs in towards each other. Press your toes onto the floor. And release. Baby cobra or high cobra, or option to take that into upward facing dog. Lift up. And breathe. This time you're going to take your gaze over your right shoulder. Come back to center and then slowly release. Inhale and exhale. Let's do that again. Baby cobra or high cobra. If you take up dog, go for that. This time you're going to walk your gaze over your left shoulder. Continue to press your hips into the floor. Come back to center and release. From here, curl your back toes under. Maybe you keep your knees on the floor. Lift back up to high plank. Press back, child's pose, downward facing dog. And breathe. Reach your right toes up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Bring your knee to nose, tiger curl. From here, drop your right knee to the floor and lift your left leg up off the floor. Bend your elbows to a 90-degree angle, low plank. Press back up, high plank. Drop your left foot to the floor. Right knee to nose, tiger curl. We're going to do that a few times. Drop your right knee down. Lift your left leg. Shift forward. Bend your elbows to a 90-degree angle. Lift back up, high plank. Drop that left foot down. Knee to nose, tiger curl. Bring that right knee to your nose. Again, drop your right knee to the floor. Left leg lifts up. Bend your elbows, low plank. Press back up, high plank. Drop that left foot down. Pull your right knee to nose, tiger curl. Drop your right knee down. Lift your left leg, low plank. Press back up, high plank. Drop your left foot to the floor. Right knee is going to come out. We're going to switch it up. Right knee tense out to the side. We're going to come to this modified side plank. Extend that left leg out long. Reach your left arm up and over your head. You go lift your left leg up and let it float. From here, bring your left knee to your left elbow and extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull your knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. One more time, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. This time, knee to elbow. Step that left foot forward. And let's meet in a low lunge. Keep that back knee on the floor. Maybe bring your hands to some blocks or keep your palms on the floor. Pull your chest forward. Stand upright in your chest. Shift back, half splits. Pull that left hip back to line it up with your right hip. Shift forward, low lunge. And shift back, half splits. On those half split, flex your left toes to your calf. Shift forward, low lunge. Shift back, half splits. Shift back forward to low lunge. And shift back, half splits. Just moving back and forth here, using your breath. You can do this at your own pace. We're going to pause in that low lunge. I got a little twisted here, but we're essentially going to take this back into that modified side plank. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but we're doing it. So there's really no fancy way to do it. So spin that back foot back out to a little kickstand. Extend your left leg out long. It was really unnecessary. Plant that left palm down. Bring that right knee to nose, tiger curl. Three-legged dog. You go come here, bend your knee, open up your hip. You can stay here, friends, kicking that right foot to the left side of your mat. Or we're going to take this into a flip dog. Drop your right foot to the left side. Keep your feet in line. So it's not really a wild thing. It's a flip dog, almost like a preparation for a wheel. From here, bend your right elbow. Pull that right shoulder blade into your left shoulder blade. Extend your right arm. Let's come back to a downward facing dog. Shift forward into plank. Option is drop your knees or keep them lifted. Low plank, lower all the way down to the floor. Or take up dog or cobra. Shift back, downward facing dog. Let's try that on the other side. Let's see if I can get this right, friends. So let's take that three-legged dog. Lift your left leg up to the ceiling. Feeling that stretch. From here, draw your left knee to nose, tiger curl. Drop your left knee to the floor. Lift your right leg off the floor. Shift forward, bend your elbows, low plank. Lift back up, high plank. Drop your right foot to the floor, knee to nose, tiger curl. Drop that left knee to the floor. Lift your right leg up. Bend your elbows, 90-degree angle. Lift back up. Drop that right foot to the floor, knee to nose, tiger curl. Drop your left knee, right leg pops up, low plank. High plank. Drop that right foot to the floor, knee to nose, tiger curl. Drop your left knee, right leg lifts, low plank. Press back up, high plank. We go tent your left foot out to the left. Stand your right fingertips up and over your ear. We're going to modified side plank. From here, lift your right leg up. Line up the heel with your hip. Extend on that inhale. Exhale, bring your knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more time. Extend. And crunch it in. This time, step your right leg forward to the top of your mat for that low lunge. Option to grab some blocks and place them underneath your palms on whatever setting you want them on. Pull your chest through your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades in and down your back. Half splits. Shift back. Pull that right hip back to line it up with your left hip. Shift back forward. Low lunge. Shift back. Half splits. Shift forward. And shift back. One more time. Shift forward. And then shift back. Let's bring it back forward. You can remove your blocks if you have blocks. Or you can keep your blocks underneath your palms. That's a yogi's choice. We can find a way to tent that left leg back out to the left. Reach your top leg back up and over. Feel that stretch. Go ahead and plant your right palm to the floor. Keep that right leg extended. Pull your left knee to nose, tiger curl. Three-legged dog. You go bend your left knee, open up your hip, kicking that left heel to the right side of your mat. You can stay here, friends, or go for that flip dog. Plant the sole of your left foot to the outside of your right mat. Square your hips, feet, shoulders, hips and feet. Press your hips up to the ceiling. Bend your left elbow. Pull your shoulder blade into the right shoulder blade. Extend your left arm. Get a little longer. Downward facing dog. Beautiful job, friends. From here, let's shift forward into plank. Option to drop your knees to the floor and start to lower all the way down to the floor. Once you reach the floor, press your hips into the floor. Maybe you interlace your fingers behind your back. And we're going to go for a locust. Lift up. So squeeze everything in towards midline. Squeeze your heels together. Squeeze your toes. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Reach the crown of your head towards the top of your mat. Release. We go for a nice scorpion stretch. So tee your arms out to the side. Let's bend That's your right leg. Cross your right leg over your left, rolling onto your left shoulder for that nice massage. Maybe you press your right palm into the floor, or you got that option to reach your right arm, behind your back and go for that interlace with your left palm. Or you can find another bind back there, whatever suits your practice. Go ahead and release. And let's find another locust. So press your hips into the floor. Reach your fingertips towards the back of your mat. You can interlace your palms or keep your palms flipped towards the floor, squeezing your pinky fingers in, and then lift up. Squeezing your thighs in, heels and shoulder blades in. Lifting your ribs off the floor. Reach the crown of your head towards the top of the mat. Lift up 1 more inch. And then release. Let's come back to that scorpion. Tee your arms out to the side. This time, bend your left foot. Cross your left foot over your right. Plant the sole of your left foot into the floor. Rolling on to that right shoulder. And taking that exactly where you want to take that, friend. So, just listening to your body. It might be different on this side. Take note of that. But always going where you want to go. Don't just listen for me to call it out. You'll slowly release that grip. And you can take another locust. Or whenever you're ready, we're going to go for floor bow. Bring your hands to the outside of your ankles. Just hooking your ankles with your fingers. And you'll flex your feet and start to kick your heels up to the ceiling. Eventually, your chest is going to lift off the floor. Reach the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Continue to kick your heels up to the ceiling. Maybe you roll to the soft part of your belly here. And slowly release. Find some stillness here. Press back up to high plank. Shift back, child's pose. Just letting your belly fall in between your thighs. Extend your arms out long. Dropping your forehead to the floor. You will slowly rise up and take 1 Ustrasana. So rise up, stacking your shoulders on top of your knees. Let's bring your hands to your lower back, fingertips facing the floor. From here, you can start to press your hips forward like you got a wall in front of you. Drop the crown of your head towards the back of the room and continue to press your hips forward. Whenever you're ready, maybe you start to walk your hands to your heels. So dropping that right hand to your heel. Thumbs on the outside, fingertips inside. And then drop your right hand. Left hand, whatever's that. Both hands to your heels. Continue to press your hips forwards, pressing your thoracic spine into your chest. Opening up that throat chakra too here. So that's a nice little throat stretch. Bring your hands to heart center. Slowly start to rise up. You can bring your hips to the floor. And whenever you're ready, we go slowly lower all the way down to the floor. However you get there. Into bridge. So right away, as soon as you lay onto the floor, you're going to lift up. Press your hips up to the ceiling. Maybe you interlace your fingers behind your back. Just continue to breathe. Squeeze your inner thighs in towards each other. Press your hips into the ceiling. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly start to lower back down to the floor. You got an option to go for another bridge, or when you can line your fingertips up with your shoulders, fingers facing towards your toes, and lift up bridge or wheel. Find your breath here. Squeeze your inner thighs in towards each other. Maybe walk your hands back towards your heels. Continue to press up through your palms and through your feet. Release. Maybe you drop your knees in towards each other. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And just breathe. We'll do that again. You can take bridge or will, lift up. Find in your Ujjayi breath. So take a nice deep inhales and exhales here. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly lower back down to the floor. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together, knees fall open. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Happy baby, bend your knees. Bring your hands to the outside of your feet. Pulling your knees to the outsides of your shoulders, the entire spine, touching the floor from the back of your head all the way to your tailbone. Maybe you find some rocks from side to side here. Go ahead and slowly release that grip, hugging your knees into center. We're going for some bicycle crunches. So fingertips behind your ears, stack your knees on top of your hips. We're going for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. That's it, 30. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock back and forth the length of your spine. And let's hold it in the Vasana right here. Reaching your fingertips out long. Or you could continue to hold your thighs if you want to, squeezing everything in towards the midline. Maybe you extend your legs, straight legs, or keep your knees bent. Option to bring your arms in line with ears. And then release. Hugging your knees into your chest. We're going to take a seated pigeon here. So figure 4, your right foot over your left knee. And then you bring your hands, elbows to the floor. Or if you want to, you can start to walk your hands up. Walking your chest closer to your thighs. The more compression you get here, obviously, the deeper the stretch is. So just breathe. From here, we're going to take it into like a seated twist. I want to say they call this Lord of the Fishes, but don't quote me on this one. So drop that left shin to the floor. Pull your left heel close to your right glute. Keep your both sits bones onto the floor. Now you can hug your right knee, or you can take your right palm to the base of your spine and take your left arm and hook it around that right knee. You can even take your left palm to your left knee for a deeper twist. Or if you're nice and warm, you can interlace your hands through. Just taking this where you want to take it. Always that option to level up your flow or to make modifications. It's your flow. You go slowly release that and take a seated pigeon on your left side. Take it for your left foot over your right knee. Same thing here. Maybe you bring your elbows to the floor or lying down. That's even a deep stretch for some people. But whenever you want to get a little deeper, you start to walk your hands up. Bring your chest closer to your thighs. Ooh. Walking your heels, hips close to your heels. We'll go for that seated twist. So dropping that right shin to the floor, stacking your left knee over your right. You could try not to sit on your heels, but pressing both sits bones into the floor. Bring your left palm behind your back. Right arm, twist up and over. Walk your gaze over your left shoulder. Squeeze your shoulder blades in and down your back. Staying active. You'll slowly release your grip. And let's take Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. Knees fall open. And you can bring your hands to the outside of the feet, around your toes, almost like you're opening a book, keeping the soles of your feet open. You can bring your hands to your knees, your thighs, or your feet, wherever they reach. Continue to press your elbows into your legs, to press your knees to the floor. Nice long spine. You start to hinge forward. It's a subtle move, and it might be deep for some. If you want to round forward, walk your heels forward. And just round forward and reach your forehead to your toes. Release, rise up. Bring your hands behind your thighs and slowly start to round down to the floor, one vertebrae at a time. Across your right knee. Or hug your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg out long. Cross your right knee over your left. Extend your right leg out long. Gaze over your right shoulder for a supine twist. Come back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. This time keep your left knee hugged in. Extend your right leg out long. Cross that left over your right. Walk your gaze over your left shoulder. Supine twist. Slowly bring that back to center. Back to Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, knees fall open. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. You can close your eyes or take a soft gaze here. And we're going to take it back to that intention that you set for yourself at the beginning of practice. Whatever that might be. My friends, whenever you're ready, you start to set up for your final resting position. I'll take whatever you need before you set up for that. We're going to meet in Shavasana. Quiet mind, quiet body, deep rest. And as promised, I said I would go over some yoga philosophy here in Shavasana. So you could take 2 minutes. Maybe you pause the video. If you don't want to hear my voice, maybe you just lower the volume. Do what you feel. But as in going over the philosophy, we talked about the 8 limbs of yoga. And I quickly named all of them. And I did mention the yamas and the niyamas. And we're going to start with the yamas. And that's basically... we'll start with the niyamas, and that is the restraints towards others. That's basically how we go about in our daily life and interact with others. And the first one would be ahimsa. And I'm sure most of us heard of that, or we've seen that symbol before. That's just like the palm, the 5 fingers touching. It's like stop, like a stop sign, right? But it's basically saying non-harm, like non-harming. I guess just different forms of non-harm. Just not any form of non-harm you could think of. I guess speaking negative talk to yourself or to others, treating people in harsh ways. Anything you could think of as non-harm. just practicing ahimsa. So whenever you're ready, friends, you can start to bring some movement back to your body, wiggling your fingers and toes, rounding out to your wrists and ankles. Extend your arms long over your head. Point your toes towards the top of your mat. You'll bend your knees, maybe give yourself a hug, and roll over to your right side and pause for gratitude. We'll tap on some more non-harm topics tomorrow. Pausing for gratitude. That's a good way of showing yourself non-harm. Being grateful for yourself, just for any reason. Slowly make your way to a nice, comfortable seat. And bring your hands to heart center. Keep your eyes closed or a soft gaze. Friends, thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Let's bring your thumbs up to your third eye chakra and give it a nice little rub. Let the light, love, and joy within me seize, honors, and salutes the light, love, and joy within each and every one of you. Namaste. Friends, thank you again for sharing your practice with myself. Please like, share, and subscribe. Sharing this with as many friends as you can. See you later.